Click the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to never miss another update.
Summary of the 8th part of the Holy Qur'an. This part comprises of the remaining part of Surah Imam and the initial part of Surah Al-A'raf. There are 4 key topics in the rest of Surah Imam as follows. Reassurance to the Holy Prophet. In this surah, the Holy Prophet is reassured that the disbelievers are stubborn. They keep asking for miracles without any reason. Even if the dead people talk to them, they will still not believe. The miracle of the Qur'an is enough to believe in Allah. 4 ill deeds of polytheists. The polytheists would separate the share of Allah Almighty and the share of His so-called partners in the cattle. They do not allow the part of the so-called partners to be mixed with the part of Allah Almighty. But if the share of Allah Almighty is mixed with the share of the so-called partners, they would not consider it wrong. They killed their daughters for the fear of poverty and shame. They have differentiated cattle into 3 kinds. 1 reserved for their leaders, the 2nd forbidden to ride, and the 3rd slaughtered in the name of gods other than Allah. The baby of cattle was considered forbidden for the women, and if it dies, it was considered fine for both men and women to consume dead meat. The 2 blessings of Allah, livestock and farms, are considered 2 of the blessings of Almighty Allah. 10 wills. There are 10 wills that are defined by Allah for the believers to follow. No one should be associated with Allah Almighty. Parents should be treated well. Children should not be killed. Bad deeds should be avoided. Unjust killing should not be done. The property of orphans should not be usurped. Measurements should be correct in dealings, business. Justice should be kept in mind while speaking. The covenant with Allah Almighty should be fulfilled. The straight path of Allah should be followed. Apart from these, it is important to point out 4 other important points. Sins are of 2 categories, visible and hidden. It is declared that faith is life and disbelief is like death. This verse was revealed in the background of Hazrat Hamza's faith. It is also revealed that the obvious example to do things in the sake of Allah is the family, progeny of the Prophet. And the Prophet has nothing to do with those who divide among people. The initial part of Surah Al-A'raf has 5 key topics as follows. Blessings of Allah Almighty. The blessings of Allah that are mentioned here are as follows. The Holy Qur'an. Empowerment of human beings on earth. The creation of human beings. Angels prostrated the man. These verses also mention the scales of deeds, which the narrators themselves described as the personality of the prophets and the Imams. Calls of Allah Almighty. In this surah alone, Allah Almighty has called man 4 times as the son of Adam. Clothing is mentioned in the first 3 calls. In this way, Allah Almighty rebuked the polytheists, that they should not circumambulate Kaaba naked as they claimed. In the 4th call, Allah Almighty has encouraged to follow the Sunnah of the Holy Prophet. A dialogue between the people of heaven and hell has been mentioned. The people of heaven will say, "Do you now believe in the promises of Allah Almighty?" When the people of paradise and the people of hell will face each other and they will have this conversation, then before that a caller will announce the curse of Allah on the oppressors. In several hadiths Imam Ali has been referred as this caller. In addition, one of the signs of those who go to heaven will be that they be called by the noble companion. Hadiths have referred Imam Ali as this noble companion. The evidence of God's power is discussed. The high and lofty sky, heavens, the system of night and day, shining sun, moon and stars, winds and clouds, plants coming out of the ground. All of these are signs that shows the magnitude of His power. Then the incidents of 4 nations of the prophets are told. These are people of Prophet Noah, his conversations with people, the storm, the people of Prophet Saleh, mission, conversations with people, the miracle of the camel, punishment imposed on people through an earthquake, the people of Prophet Lut, conversations with people, their punishment with stone rains, the people of Prophet Shoaib, mission, conversation with people, their punishment with an earthquake. The wisdom within these incidents are as follows. Consolation of the messenger. Explaining the consequences of good and bad deeds. In the sight of Allah Almighty maybe there is delay but not denial. The proof of prophethood that despite he cannot read and write, but he is telling historical accounts of previous nations. Multiple lessons and advice for human beings.